right now, in this middle juncture of the debate, it really boils down to one key issue: the universality of rights versus the choice of being healthy. Now, me, as an average American citizen, walking down the street, can walk into a restaurant and see, oh, they allow smoking. I'm not going to eat here. I'm going to walk to the next restaurant which doesn't allow smoking. Right there. I just made a choice. And you know what? The choice that the restaurant's made of supporting smoking or not supporting smoking has been rewarded by my financial contribution to their bottom line. So right here, this smoking ban isn't a necessary law at all. It's not even the proper role of government, because private enterprise has the ability to decide what they want to do. There's a local restaurant, a Perkins, that has installed completely separate ventilation systems, saying, we want to see these smoking patrons, we want to see them come here, and then we also want to see non-smokers. But it really comes down to the choices made by the restaurants and the choices made by the individuals. And that's what the bottom line is in this debate: choices made by individuals and corporations. Now, especially when the glorious leader of the opposition mentioned that it was currently legal to smoke outdoors of a restaurant. So the implied health problems related to smoking only occur within individual buildings that by my own free will I would choose to enter or choose not to attend. So really, I could be smoking restaurant, I'll walk down. Non-smoking restaurant, that's where I'm going to go eat. And the known problems associated with smoking, it all comes down to personal choice. If I want to consume tobacco products, nobody should be able to stop me, because that is my universal right, while my health is simply a choice that I make. And continuing the First Amendment trend, people have no right to not feel uncomfortable in a situation. Just like you might have a boss that insists you clean the bathrooms or do something you're uncomfortable with, you still have to do it because that's what your boss said. But you're not free from feeling uncomfortable simply because you live in this country. And now the biggest point that the opposition has completely dropped and completely ignored in this entire debate up until this point, and that's the argument of immigration and capital flow into the country. Now, what the member of government had said was basically that other cultures treat tobacco in a far more different way than we treat it. They treat it as a social activity, as let's all smoke a cigar and seal this business deal. And really, they want to come here to do business. We should try and be accommodating to them to do business in our country. I mean, that's cash flow from outside flowing in, something we really don't see much anymore. And outside investment in these economic times is really a great thing. And the opposition has completely ignored this point up until now. I'd also like to add that in terms of the overall economic situation, there's millions upon millions of dollars of lost advertising revenue from the cigarette companies who have no longer, been able to go about their business selling their products, and there's a trickle-down effect that it basically hits all the industries between tobacco and alcohol and gambling. These corporations who are in perfectly legal business are being hurt simply because of the whim of the government in trying to impose an arbitrary law. So basically, all we're talking about here is my universal right to do as I please, to choose which building I choose to walk into, versus your choice of choosing which door you want to go into. Thank you.